Well, it showed up today. Maco V58. Maco Alpha V58. It's a 5/8 wave ground plane. I already pulled all the packing peanuts out of the box. There was a lot of them in there. You gotta get those out right away. Otherwise, they just end up everywhere. I have all the hardware out of the bag, and I'm just going to assemble all these clamps. And I'm going to get that done quick, and then I'll bring you back for the assembly. Look at all the pieces that come with this. Check it out. It came with a magnetic 2022 calendar. The backside's magnetic. We also have in the hardware pack is coax seal and the instruction book. Let's go for the overview. We have a 1/2-inch space between this bracket and the collar for the ground plane radials. We have a 1-inch space between the brackets. So there's a 1-inch gap here from the edge of that to the edge of that. The clamp for the wire gets attached 6¼ inches from the center of that bolt to the edge of the strap. That obviously gets tightened where it needs to go in order to get that 1-inch gap there. So that completes that part of it. Up here, we have the tubes that all slid into one another and are clamped on. Each of those tubes goes in 6 inches into the bottom, the one below it, except for the very end one. The very top one goes in 4 inches into the pipe below it. And then you tighten up the clamps and you set the length of the overall length of the antenna according to what frequency you're going to be using it on. I'm going to be using it on 27 megahertz, so I have it set at 248 inches long. That is from the end of the pipe here all the way to the end of the antenna way up there. Get 248, and I'm almost willing to bet that this is going to be a great match right from the start. I've set up a few Maco antennas, and just following the instructions, they have great instructions that come with these. Just following the instructions, the antenna usually sets up perfect. We got all our ground plane radials put together. The caps are on the end, clamps are all tight. I got my remaining 4 clamps there for the ends that go onto the collar. So I guess the only thing left to do now is get it out on the test pole. And like I said, once it's on the test pole, then I'll attach the ground radials to the collar. Put it up on the test pole. Now I just gotta check the SWR. Make sure it's all set properly before it ends up going on my house. Alright, I have the Maco hooked up to my Washington. Now let's check it on the SWR meter. We're on channel 40. And we're on calibrate. And it looks like we're right exactly where we need to be. Let's go to SWR. Just a smidge under 1.1. Alright. Let's go to channel 1. Go back to calibrate. We're pretty good. Go back to SWR. We're on channel 1. Just a hair over 1.1. I'd say we got that the ring attached properly. Because on channel 1 it's just a hair over 1.1, and channel 40 it's a hair under.